Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show build and deploy multi-tab Microsoft Teams personal tab using SharePoint framework. Okay, for that I'm going to create a SharePoint framework web part. Okay, I move to my screen and my folder MS Teams Solution Development. I'm creating a new folder multi. Multi-tab SPFX solution. Okay, yes, SPFX Teams solutions. Okay, now you understand easily. Multi-tab SPFX Teams solution. I created one folder, multi-tab SPFX Teams solution. Okay, from that I'm going to create my first web part, Microsoft IO, Microsoft / SharePoint. Okay. We need a multiple tabs, right? What I'm doing is I'm using my same solution name, SharePoint Online, current folder. Also, I see no, that's okay. And create my first web part. I give the name for the web part, says products. First web part, we have three. I'm planning to bring three tabs. One is product, another technology, and one is solutions. Okay, I'm creating the first web part. Just creating. The first web part is creating. It's take little time. Yeah, now it's created. I'm going to create a second web part in the same place. Okay, we got the first web part. I can go products. I can going to create. Before that, I can say show you how the web part looks. Who's new to SPFX, you can see that. Open the Visual Studio Code using code space dot. I can able to see the SRC web parts, right? Products. Now I'm going to create another web part. Services. The same solution. And also the third web part I'm going to create is technology. You can see now we got three web parts. Okay. Now I'm going to my Visual Studio Code and you can able to see the third web part is creating. Okay, all the three web parts are created. Now you can see products, services, and technology, right? We got three web parts. Just so I can give some alignment in the CSS part. Just go to my CSS file. I make the container size is 100% because of Teams. I need to show that. And one more thing, I can make it the. If you want the background color, you want to change, you can change it. Okay. Here the dark theme, what theme you are using in my SharePoint, it will bring that. Okay. You can want to change any different colors, you can able to change. And same way I can make it here also 100%. And one more thing is technology, right? And here also I can make it 100%. Okay. Just for the size, bring the full screen. Okay, save all. Now I got the three web parts. You can able to see the web part. I'm not changing anything. You can say welcome to say Teams personal tab 1. You can say product is 1, and can I say the welcome to SharePoint? You can say tab 2, and I can go with the third one is about the SharePoint and say tab 3. We can differentiate, right, easily. With the name itself, we have the differentiation. And also I'm showing this one also, okay. Save all. Now I'm going to my Teams page. Yeah, inside the Teams, I can go to my app studio. I click my app studio. I'm going to manually creating a manifest file for Teams. Okay, I'm creating a new app. I can say here the app name is because of we are bringing product, service, and everything, right? I can say that my company, say something like multi-tab app. Okay, that's a simple name. Here I can the full name. I say multiple tabs app. And I create the app ID, package name, version 1.0.0, and the description part. Manage all products, technology, and services. Just a simple example, right? And also here I can say the full description, multi-tab, personal tab, app to manage all the services. I can say like that. I can give the developer name, and I use my URL, GitHub URL for app and terms of use. I can change it. Okay, the content URL, everything you can modify. Don't worry on that. I can go and change the color to differentiate which one you want to bring that the icons to identify, right? Just I'm give something like easy to identify with a red color. Okay, red color, or I can use the same this color from the Microsoft Teams, right? Nearby. Okay, then I save and go to my tabs capability and see the personal tab will be there. I'm adding that. Okay, I'll just copy these colors in here in my screen. You can show that the background that color, right? That's easy to differentiate. I can change the web part as well in the themes, the new color. Save all. Now I can hear what are the things where you want. Personal tab, first one is products, right? We have three tabs I created. Want to create the unique ID, I can say 100, sorry, 50001. Okay, then I can say this HTTPS GitHub. I can copy the URL github.com /Jenkins. We can change that URL, the content URL later on in the configuration side. Okay, and save. One tab is ready. I can add the second tab. I can say 500.2. I can say this is on services. I have two one, right? I can say one more is technology. Got three things, three tabs. Now I can go directly to my test and distribute. Go that you can see the domains, everything I can do. You can later on include that. After repeat same start description. Just I change the just for understanding only, right? You can see, yeah, now it's fine. Just I'm downloading that. I got the multi-tab app here. Okay, just I go here, I show the folder where it's available. It's download a folder. I right click and extract it. Now I got the extraction, right? Just copy all these 3 files. Just go to my solution available. Where my solution is there. Go to that. I can see the Teams folder. Under the Teams folder, I can just place it. Refresh. Okay, I'll just place it. I can come and show you how to deployment created. First, just place it and go my Visual Studio Code. I refresh the screen. You can see here now the Teams folder. We have these 3 files: manifest, outline, and the color. Okay, just I click the manifest file. Here only we are going to change something. Okay, you can able to see all your created 3 tabs here. The configuration part. I need to map this tab into my web part. Okay, what I do is I can first one is I need to do is this one is I need to deploy in my tenant level. I can go my configuration package solution. I can add one more thing is that is skip feature deployment equal to true. Okay, then only can able to deploy in my tenant level. Then it's accessible from my teams. Okay, first thing I need to do and save that. First you're done, right? And the second one, what did you do is after this one, you can go your teams manifest.json file. First, you want to change the content URL. Okay, I can share the reference Microsoft where it's available. You can show the URL here. You can see from this URL, all the reference will be there. Guidance of creating manifest manually. There, I can get this content URL. I copy that. I can replace the content URL here. Here, when you creating a manually, they will provide the component dynamically for one web part, one tab. But here we have 3 tabs, right? Just I'm modify the same URL, all these 3 content URL under the tab part. Okay. After modified, I need to change my SPFX component ID, right? Because I need to identify which tab related to which web part. That point, I can go my web parts. Inside the web part, every web part have the TS file, right? Sorry, JSON file. The JSON file we have the ID component is property will be there. Copy the ID from there. I'm getting the products ID. Okay, I'll go my manifest file. I'll change my first one product. I can say added my ID here. Okay, the web part ID. And one more thing that just I can go. This is you can see. Second one we can see services web part. I copy the ID and go back to my manifest. I can update my services part. You can see the services, you can see in the top services, right? The third one is I have the technology one. I copy my ID and place it my third one. I can replace the SPS component ID. Now I'm ready with all these component changes, right? I have the 3 web parts, I have 3 tabs created under the using manually created the app manifest file. Now I created. I want to change my valid domain. That part I can copy the same part, only I copied and place it here. Just remove the GitHub what we added, and this is a standard one. Where you can see is I just open this up URL. I can show you. You can see here. That URL by default the thing will be there for the single tab, but we are using multiple tabs. It's not allowed to bring the sync option. That's why we are modifying and valid domains copied from there, and the content URL copy from here and updated in the SPFX component, right? You can see the tabs session. Okay, these 2 only we modified, and we modified the size of the CSS, and we can the package solution part. I added a skip feature deployment true. because of I need to deploy my service tenant level. Now my application is ready, right? Everything fine. I added and I have the manifest file updated. And you want to refer anything, you can see that wherever the website URL everything able to modify, and the scale, the colors and the short description, full description, everything you can change. Okay, I can modify the valid domains and the content URL. Save. Now I go to my folder. In the themes folder, I can see the color, manifest and outline, right? I select all these three and right click. I can say send to compressed zip folder. Okay. And I can say this is my multi tab personal. What's the name of my application? Team solution. Multi tab. I can use the same name. Easily identify, right? That's added. Now I have the deployment for Teams. Okay, before that, I want to deploy my solution. Okay, for the solution part, while deploying, always remember that if you are doing first time, then you need to open my deploy in Office CDN. You can know that where to deploy, right? You need to connect the PowerShell script, then only able to deploy. Connect using your tenant, where is it available, everything. Okay. This I'll show you. Go to PowerShell, Windows PowerShell, right click, run as administrator. Always remember you can run as administrator. Just connect your SPO service to identify where you are going to deploy. That's the only thing you need to. If you are doing first time, that's install -module -name Microsoft dot online. You need to remember the spellings. SharePoint dot PowerShell. Okay, now we got to install. I think it's already available in my machine. It's anyway you can install that, and then you can go to and connect it. Connect SPO service -URL https:// and the show -admin dot share is not conteso. We need our own site mep-admin dot sharepoint. I'm connecting my tenant. I can log in with my login credential for mep.on Microsoft.com. After login, you need to know right where you can use connect. It's connecting to that. Just to verify it's already the SPO tenant CDN enabled or not. If not, you can set the SPO tenant CDN enabled. Okay. This just connecting. It's taking long. Why? Is everything right? A4 information connect SPO service. I think maybe it's having some issue. Maybe that's the reason I connect the core 4 on Microsoft Yeah, now connected. Just I'm checking. It's already my SPO service tenant and CDN enabled or not. Tenant CDN enabled hyphen CDN type public. Okay. Just I enable verify. It's false, then you need to set SPO tenant CDN enabled hyphen CDN. The same thing. You get two sets. That's it. You need to modify and set it. That's what you need to do. Now it's set, right? Now I go back to my screen, and what I do is I am going to bundle it. Okay, Gulf, but because I'm not doing any coding changes, that's it. Directly I'm shipping to the bundle. That's why if you build and bring the solution. It's this bundle will take care of TypeScript to JavaScript process, conversion process. Then I can go with Gulf package hyphen solution hyphen ship. I'm shipping to my Office 365 tenant. Okay, once shipped, it's done. Right now, I go back to my app catalog. This is the URL for my app catalog, app for SharePoint, and then I can go my application, go to SharePoint folder, solution, and drag and drop my SPPKG file, that is app file. Okay, it's going there. Always remember that make the solution available for all sites in this organization and deploy. Now it's deployed. You can able to see here all deployed and no errors. Then fine, you can refresh it. You can see. Okay, now ready. We got it. One more thing you need to do. I think I missed that. Anyway, I'll show you. Because of this web part, you don't want in my SharePoint, right? If you want, then you can do that. Otherwise, you can directly bring that. Okay, what I do is every web part JSON file, you can see the SharePoint web part, right? Just remove that. If you don't want that, only for Teams part, you can say like this, save, and then I can go this another web part and remove that. And the technology part also I remove that because I don't want this web part in my SharePoint environment. If you want, then you leave it. Okay. Okay, then I can do one more time the bundle and because of changes in my web part JSON, right? The one delete. And package the solution to ship to my Office 365 tenant. After everything done, then the same way you can drag and drop my app here. It's overwrite, replace it, and then do the same process. Make the solution available and deploy. Deployment completed. You can see the application here. Now what I do is, if you're able to see that this one, you can see the scene option, it won't be there because of the application we not created for the single web part with single tab. It's because we created multiple tags with multiple web parts. Okay, now I'm going to my Teams page. What I do is I need to go my personal app, right? I click first. I need to upload my zip file, whatever I created using that 3 file, right? The folder I can see the Teams. Inside the team folder, I can create a one, right? The same one, I can go here and upload a custom app. And I can open my folder and can select multi-tab SPFS Team solution. Click open. Application is installed and you can able to see the application here, multi-tab app. Okay. Now I go back to my, this is a personal app, right? I'll go here and I need to take from here, right? Just find that multi-tab app. Okay. I click the app and adding that. Okay. Now I added that tab. You can be able to see now, right? Welcome to Teams Personal Tab 1. and welcome to personal tab 2, that is the services, and the third one is technology. Now you understand, right? If you go for a single tab, it's only available tab and you have the about section, right? Now you can able to add multiple tabs. You can add your own functionality. You have already have experience with SharePoint framework and you have the existing web part I need to bring here with the different tabs to the my personal activity. I can utilize this multi-tab personal tab Microsoft Teams using SPFX. Okay, now we understand, right, what is here. We can able to do that. Okay, the same steps you can follow. Just I'm summarizing here. What are the things I did in the code? First, I created 3 web parts. You're able to see here. First, I created 3 web parts. One is products, one is services, one is technology. After created, what are the things I modified here is the JSON file. I removed the SharePoint hosting part. I don't want that. That's the reason. And the other thing is I can change the CSS part. I can make it 100% and the color change because of to bring full screen. The same for all these 3 web parts. Then I created one manifest JSON using my Teams. When you go for here, you can see App Studio. Using my App Studio, manually created the manifest JSON file. After created, I modified the valid domains from this URL and the content URL is modified and I can update my SPFX ID inside the component ID. Okay, all the for all these 3. Okay. The other than that, I modified here in my package solution, skip feature deployment true because of I need to deploy this solution in tenant level. Okay, these are all the things I did. And now I got the output from the teams. You can see the 3 products from web part, services web part, and technologies web part. Okay, all these 3 will be there. And one more thing, this all the code will available. What are the things I'm doing this demo, right? You can able to see my go to my GitHub. You can able to see MS Teams solution deployment. You can available here. Okay, I can once done. I can deploy that. Okay. Thanks for joining this video. I believe you learn a new option how to create multi-tab application deploy in Teams. Okay, using SharePoint framework. Thank you.